Everyone, my name is Truth, and this is the first time I've done anything like this.
Yeah, go Truth.
I haven't done anything, I'm getting applauses and woohoos. Okay, we're off to a good start. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to improv, and I'm going to improv in the sense of I'm just going to be transparent. Whatever's in here, it's going to get expression. So I'm going to, in a moment, I'm going to bow my head, and once my head comes up, I don't know what's going to happen next. We're on the same page in that sense. None of us knows what's happening next. So, in this moment, am I terrified or am I excited? I cannot tell because there is going from head to toe right now. Okay, no one seems angry yet, and no one is like getting up to attack or kill me, so maybe I'm safe. Fear is so amazing. It is so powerful. So powerful. Like I literally feel the power of it moving and shaking my body right now. And God, the things we do and don't do because of this shaky feeling in our bodies. For the last, I signed up, oh my gosh, I signed up 2 hours ago, and I have gone in and out of feeling nauseous, feeling like I was going to die.
It's true.
This is going much better than I expected. There's much relief. And then another wave of energy and nervousness comes. So the thing is, I don't know how to not be afraid. I have tried everything. Counseling, psych meds, meditation, addictive behaviors to kind of like numb out. And what I can say is none of it works. It'll temporarily stop the shake. But so for whatever reason, I am coming to the point where, pardon? I feel it, sister. Thank you. And I guess this is now audience participation. Great. She just said we're feeling supportive, and so running away from fear basically took me down a very dark path. It took me into all sorts of addictions, which I just took, and it wasn't just fear, but I think fear is one of the big things that I used addictive behaviors to cope with. And it literally took me to the point of feeling suicidal. And I'm not suicidal now. We're good. And what do I want to say in this moment? I'm like, what do I want to share next? And actually, it's feeling a little vulnerable to have shared with a group of strangers that, yeah, I rode the addiction train down into suicidality, and by grace and grit and those blessed things called the 12 steps, I literally had I don't know what to call it. They call it, in 12-step lingo, they call it a spiritual awakening, where something just shifts inside of you. And it's an absolute miracle. And I experienced it, because one day I was out of control, literally feeling suicidal every day, and to such depths of suffering where I thought I was going to have a psychotic break from the intensity of it. And then I'd done it before, and I started doing these steps again, and it just left. It literally just left. And what's real in this moment is, like, why did I just tell them that? And I don't exactly know, because this isn't really planned. My only intention was to get up here and just be and express. And I think what's behind telling you all of this is in the 12 steps they have you look at what are your defects of character, meaning what are your like major personality flaws that are fucking up your life, basically. And the number one that I realized is that I'm not grateful that I'm alive. And in my case, it's even doubly so because I've been on the brink of death over and over and over. So I think I'm telling all of you this because for whatever reason, I'm still not fully able to accept just how close I got. It came to like, I had there was 1 minute where I could just feel myself like, okay, I'm gonna go kill myself now. And in that 1 minute, the thought that came to me is, well, if you're a dead man walking, like why not see how much you can give to life, like how much you can serve, how much you can contribute before you go. Like, okay, you're dead. Like you may only have 24 hours. You may not even make it 24 hours. Because it was literally, I was literally about to go and do it. And I said, well, how much can I give? And so the thing is I am alive by absolute grace, sheer grace. And for whatever reason, I don't wake up in the morning and the first thought I have is, I'm alive by grace. It's a miracle I'm still alive. So I guess maybe for whatever reason this started coming out of me because it's actually the most important, it's the most important fact of life. In fact, I thought if I could find a word that meant alive by grace, that's what I would take as my name. Because it's literally, I don't know that I have words for how true that is. Really, it's really true for all of us if you think about it. The fact that anything exists, that any of us exist, but in my case, having come so close. So my time is almost up. And what's real for me is I'm so grateful to each one of you for listening to this. And there's a little bit of nervousness, like, oh my gosh, did I totally mess this up? Do all these people now hate me or think I'm weird? I don't need reassurance. I'm open to it. I'm just being transparent. Like, do they, am I not going to be allowed back? And my time is up. Thank you very much, ladies and